Good morning. This is a nice chilly morning. It's a new day. We are all excited. This is the day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. And boys and girls, sometimes we think we don't have a lot, but we actually do. In John 6, we learn of a little boy who brought 5 loaves and 2 fish when there was hunger. And there was a crowd of 5,000 people that ran out of food. And the disciples said, here's a little boy with 5 loaves and 2 fish. And you know what? Jesus said, that's enough. That's enough. He took it, he prayed over it, he blessed it, and then he handed it out to the crowd. And the miracle happened. All those people got fed and there were food over. So now what I want to share with you today is that never ever think that what you have is not enough. Always give it to Jesus. Say, Jesus, this is what I have. Take it and use it. So this morning, that is exactly what I'm going to do when we pray. Heavenly Father, thank you that we can give this day to you. Thank you that we can give ourselves, our talents, and what we have to you. And I pray, Father God, that you will multiply it and that you will make it enough for whatever we need to do and with whoever we are with, that we need to help, that whatever we have will be enough. Thank you for that, Father, in Jesus' name. Amen. This morning, we are going to look at the letter A, and we are going to practice patterns and words with A. We have to write 8 July, Wednesday at the top, and when you write, your spacing goes, you write on 2 lines, then you skip 1 line. Write on 2 lines, skip 1 line until you get to the bottom of the page. Before we start also, let's do our eye exercises. Let's roll our eyes from side to side. There we go. And this is to break that horrible pattern of just looking forward and not moving our eyes enough to the side. And I'm also going to let us look near and look far. Look near and look far. Look near and look far. This helps your eye muscles to adjust quickly. For the finger exercises, we can do the hook and the full fist and the hook and the full fist. It's most important that we warm up our fingers and that our fingers gets exercise like the rest of our body, because they also have small muscles in that needs to work properly. Let's look at the pencil grip. We come from behind, we take it like that, we pinch it, then the tall finger curls underneath and we slide it forward. There we go. Make sure that you're holding it correctly before you start with your work. Also remember that when you are writing on a page, if you are right-handed, you push the page slightly up to that side. If you are left-handed, you push the page slightly up to that side. And when you sit up straight, feet together, back straight, hold the book with one hand. And here we go. We're going to continue now with this pattern. Please, children, if you need to pause the video, pause so that you can work properly. We go down, around, up. Down, around, up. And rather do this slowly and carefully so that you have nice work. Remember, your best is good enough. But only your best is good enough. Rushed work is never good enough. We must always just make sure at the end of the day that we've worked to the best of our ability. This pattern looks like the one at the top, but it's a little bit more tricky. It goes up, then down, then you write a proper up. You go down, smaller round and away. Straight down, make your fat bucket. Go down again, smaller round and away. Go down, make a deep fat bucket. Go down with the same line, smaller round and away. I hope you still remember how to do the cursives. Just for the sake to remind you, I'm going to write it on the chart there. And in. It's actually one of the very, very simplest letters that we have in cursive. It's up, down, curl, in. The only trick is don't touch that line with this curl up hook of yours. And if there's a next letter, you slide back and go up again. If this is at the end of a word, that's how it stays. In us, this is at the end. So we do the up, you write your up, down, around, up, down, smaller round away, and cleverly this just hooks in underneath there. And it doesn't go and touch that line. Let's do another one. Up, down, around, up, down, smaller round away, down, come, back. And now we are going to write mug, mug. Yesterday we did practice the M pattern, so that should still be fresh in your memory. Up, over, smaller round, down, up, down, and now look, I make my little curve pattern there, up, down, go back, and away, mug, mug, and the G, remember the G is a fishing letter. So it needs extra space at the bottom when it goes down. Yes, the M for mum, and I'm going to write it another time. I hope I can fit it in here. Right, I've got limited space, but normally you are writing on a smaller surface, so it might be that you are able to fit in more because you actually write smaller. There's the word and I really had to cram a little bit there, but I'm sure you'll be okay. And we're going to do the up pattern again. This pattern helps us also with the flow of the letters in cursive, and it helps us to work in the correct way. So remember not to lift your hand before you get to the end of the pattern. We also don't lift our hand before we get to the end of a word. And then if there's a T or an E in the word, we must remember to dot and cross. Now, my favorite part of the cursive lesson sometimes is to come and read the words, because learning new letters has to do with building new words. And here's one interesting word. This you use every day of your life. Paper. Paper. P-A-P-E-R. And be reminded, the cursive P does not close like the one that we write in print. Paper. T-A-W-E-L. Towel. Towel. Ow. The ow sound is in there. Here's another one with the A sound. Mud. And for our prepositions, here's a word that says under. Under. It shows us something is under, and it gives us the position of something. A-N-D-E-R. And here we have us. We also wrote it there. And B-A-G. We wrote mug, and now I've written bug. I think it's about time we revise the B sound again. Boys and girls, cursive is fun. Cursive is a new way of thinking. It helps you, frees up some more thinking in your brain while you write it. So I hope you keep on practicing, and remember, what you have is enough.